King Charles has been caught apparently muttering his true feelings as he greeted UK Prime Minister Liz Truss for an audience. A meeting between the two, on Wednesday night, appeared to get off to an awkward start, as Truss, widely pilloried for overseeing the tanking of the British pound, curtsied and shook the King's hand. Watch the video above. King Charles mutters dear, oh dear to Liz Truss. For more royal family related news and videos, check out Royal Family Truss was sworn in by Queen Elizabeth on September 6, just 2 days before the longest reigning British monarch died. As the fledgling PM met the King, Charles was heard saying back again, "Well, it's a great pleasure," Truss said in response. "Dear, oh dear," the King replied. The new figureheads are set to have weekly meetings, during which Truss will provide governmental updates. Truss has not only faced economic turmoil, but members of her own party are beginning to turn on her. As she reached for the King's hand, she said, "Your Majesty, it is good to see you again." The King appeared to speak for the nation when he replied, "So you've come back again?" Truss responded, "It's a great pleasure." Charles went on to lower his head and utter, "Oh dear, oh dear." Anyway, ahead of taking the throne, Charles was known to be one of the most outspoken members of the royal family, particularly in matters concerning the environment. However, after being declared king, he handed those charities and responsibilities to other members of the family. As head of state, and having sworn in 15 prime ministers, the late Queen Elizabeth remained strictly neutral with respect to political matters. The King appeared to echo everyone's sentiments with his comment, according to the show of support online. "Surprising portrait, one could consider His Majesty being perfectly right," one said. "He's not wrong," added another, while a third tweeted, "He really wants to say what the are you doing?" Meanwhile, eagle-eyed fans watching the meeting between the King and Truss also noticed a surprising detail in the background of the meeting room. A portrait of Prince Harry and Meghan, Duchess of Sussex, was seen on a table. The image showed the family at the Sussexes' wedding in 2018, taken at Windsor Castle. In the picture, Harry and Meghan are seen with Charles, Queen Consort Camilla, Queen Elizabeth, Prince Philip, Prince William, Princess Catherine and Meghan's mother Doria Ragland. Prince George and Princess Charlotte are also in the photograph, along with other flower girls and page boys. Prince Louis was not present, having been born just weeks prior. Loading Instagram post flickers of hope. The other photo seen on the table was of the Queen with her 3 heirs at the time, Charles, William, and George. After the Sussexes left the royal family in 2020, Charles reportedly saw tremendous flickers of hope when the couple returned to the UK following the death of the Queen. A source told The Telegraph there were promising signs of a breakthrough in the frosty relationship between the UK-based members of the family and the Sussexes, who live in the US. Over the last 16 days or so, there were tremendous flickers of hope, the source said in September. In terms of the future, there is hope of a cause for unity. The source added, "It remains the case that King Charles loves both of his children, a point made clear in his first televised address to the public in his new role as monarch." Charles acknowledged Harry and Meghan in his speech, saying, "I want also to express my love for Harry and Meghan as they continue to build their lives overseas." Some observers also considered the Fab Four's joint reunion outside Windsor Castle as an olive branch from William and Catherine. For more engaging royal content, visit 7 Life on Facebook.